Well, I think the most important question is, was that really Anakin that we saw at the end, or was that Vader?
Welcome back, Death Poppers, to another review of Ahsoka.
Part 4, Fallen Jedi.
Look, I'm gonna say right off the bat, I'm giving this episode a thumbs up.
I think this is the first thumbs up episode for me too.
I'm like a up and...
Well, I'm just really happy we got like 3 genuine like fights. Like good. Like I really enjoyed the fighting in this episode.
Bringing that up, the droid fight. You rarely see like droids fight. So I thought that was really cool.
Hu Yang when he took out the 2 assassin droids.
Yeah, he was under the ship while fixing stuff, and they pull up.
And he fucked them up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was on site.
It was on site.
It was on site. Which is funny because like Daniel said, you don't ever really see droids like throwing down.
Yeah,
like
throwing down. So I thought that was really cool.
Did he fight like a droid or was he fighting like?
Well, yeah, he threw.
Yeah, I mean he was throwing combos and stuff.
He did better than Adesanya last night.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn, they just dated the episode.
Everyone on Twitter saying that these are some of the best lightsaber fights since the prequels.
No, that's why I gave it a thumbs up because I really did love the fighting. But even before the fighting, I really love the themes that are set up because Ahsoka was telling Sabine, honestly, it might come down that we just won't find Ezra. Like, we might have to destroy the star map, so that way Thrawn doesn't come back. Because at this point, Ahsoka is more worried about Thrawn coming back, but Sabine wants to save Ezra. Like,
and we see that at the end.
What. But I really did love that, like, themes of what are we gonna do? What choices is she gonna make?
If it really came down to it, would you save Angel or say screw it?
Or screw it, save the universe? I'm saving the universe, bro. Every time, bro. I'm not Angel. I'm sorry. Wherever you're at, I hope you build a nice life.
It's funny because when he offers Sabine that choice at the end.
Yeah.
Jumping right to it.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're kind of on topic of it already.
We're already towards the end. We started with the end.
Yeah, pretty much. He was talking about the fights. But when he offers Sabine the chance to find Ezra, she lets her love for Ezra blind her to the point where she'll do anything. Like, she's like Ahsoka, but in the opposite form, where Ahsoka will do anything to get Thrawn to not come back. Sabine will do anything to find Ezra. She doesn't care if Thrawn comes back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they're opposing forces.
Yeah, they're opposing forces. It's not really the Jedi way. Which is
they're not really Jedi.
No, I know she's not really Jedi, but she at one point in time she was Ahsoka's Padawan, so she was learning the Jedi ways. And one of the things about the Jedi is that they have to let go of attachment.
Yeah, but I think that was a Jedi's downfall though, because we're gonna talk about like the Jedi and all that, just because I think the Jedi weren't perfect right towards the end of their downfall, and I think one of those was because they were leaning too far to their side, if that makes sense. Because pretty much this episode, I don't know if you've heard the term, but pretty much Balin and Shin aren't Sith. The people are calling them Dark Jedi. They're not Sith. They're not totally with the Dark Force. They do let the dark side. So they're not completely letting the dark side win or in, but like they're using it to their advantage.
Well, even the way Balin talks about Anakin, he makes it sound like he hates him.
I think a lot of Jedi who...
Or not even hate him, but it sounds like he just doesn't care about Anakin or Vader.
If you were a Jedi when like Palpatine took over, you're pretty much screwed, bro. You either have to join Palpatine or be hunted to extinction, So at that point, I would be a little resentful for the person who, especially if you knew, because a lot of people didn't know that Darth Vader was Anakin. They just saw this guy who came up through the ranks or something, and he's just all of a sudden like second in command to the greatest empire that this universe has ever seen. Oh yeah, it's like talking it up. Propaganda, baby. not paid for by the empire. Yes.
We do like their healthcare.
Yeah, they got good.
Free healthcare, man.
If there was one thing the empire did right, was that healthcare. They really were progressive in that way.
Well, even throughout that whole fight with Ahsoka and Balin, he talks her down the whole time. He's like, "You're the reason Anakin went to the dark side. Like, you're the reason." Like,
yeah, he's pushing buttons, bro.
The Jedi fell. Like, yeah, he's pushing her buttons good.
Maybe did he have a relationship with Anakin?
We don't know, but it seemed like it.
It seems like, oh, you're the reason I lost like my best friend.
Well,
type of shit. Like, you're the one that pushed him to the dark side.
Yeah.
The way he was saying it, like, I feel like a lot of Jedi knew of Anakin. But like Anakin probably didn't know of them. Like, a celebrity, like, we see them, like we see them, but they don't see us.
Like, he was the chosen one, so people knew him, like Harry Potter.
And I feel like he would have been a young man, during that, because this takes 9 years. I looked it up. It takes 9 years after the Battle of Yavin, and then I think it's 17 years from when Palpatine took over. So I feel like 25. Is it 25 years?
17 plus what?
9. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure it was 17 years
plus 9.
that
That's
the Empire
26.
was.
Yeah.
26.
Because Anakin was 22, carry the 5. Fucking around.
So
Yes.
he would have been like 48 or is like 48.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He looks like he's 50s.
Well, now he does.
Yeah. So I'm assuming he was like the same age as Anakin.
Or around.
Yeah, it's probably like around there. Yeah.
I love the fight between Sabine and Shin. Great.
I was gonna say how deep into her Mandalorian training did she get? Because the way she fights like she don't
Sloppy.
know. Yeah.
No, she fights like a Mandalorian, bro. I think
even as a Mandalorian, her fighting style was not all that.
Not all there. Yeah.
I just think her preference is shooting like with her gun.
Oh yeah, but she just I guess she didn't throw down like Mando did. Is what I'm trying to say.
Even like all the other Mandalorians.
Yeah.
In the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Like Bo-Katan and all
Like
them. Like they
Bo-Katan
fight.
and
Yeah, they had their more like
They're better fighters.
They're just
better
more refined.
Yeah,
They're more refined.
fighters.
I think
I guess
maybe-
with her, she maybe because now she was what was she, a senator, right, at the beginning of the show, or whatever.
Yeah, she was like a war hero. It's like
So
somebody
I don't
that
think she ever like went too deep into her training.
like you just excluded yourself from the world, so you're just like
Yeah.
hanging out in the cabin and you just don't.
she's out there. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did a lot better on this second fight than her first one, so I will give her that.
A lot of people were like trying to guess who Marok was. So for him to die in such a
Like what, anticlimactic way?
yeah.
Oh, the guy with the red saber, the double
Yeah.
saber. Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people were like, "Oh, what if he's Darth Maul? What if
Yeah.
he's his?"
I like how
brother?"
they hyped it up so much that he was spinning his thing and it was just like boom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a quick fight. It was the
Yeah,
same way that
just-
Darth Maul died. Like,
Yeah, straight dead.
it wasn't really a fight. It's like that anime where you're like running towards each other. Something happens, you both land on opposite sides, and then one person just falls. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but green mist like
Comes out of him.
It's
Yeah,
like
they were
his-
talking.
Yeah, I did see that. Was he like
Well, people were saying that he wasn't like
real.
he wasn't like
That man.
actual. No, apparently he's like
Well, I heard he's a Night Brother.
I was gonna say he's inorganic, I guess, where he's like
brother.
alive but not dead.
So he's saying he's an animated corpse.
Yeah,
Pretty
Pretty
much,
much.
yeah,
Yeah.
Brought to life by the Night Sisters,
Yeah,
which makes
so
them.
the Night
He was like
Sisters
the
are
dead
green magic and all that, and that was like green mist. The thing is that there's Night Brothers too. That's what Darth Maul's brother. I forgot what Darth Maul brother's name was, but he was a Night Brother.
Yeah.
and the
Mr.
way
Maul.
he died the same way.
same
He had
way,
green
his
mist.
mist come out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Point is, Marok died. Okay, he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
to the story. He was just
He was
cool.
just there.
He was just
a
there,
background
yeah.
character.
He was just for the action figures. He was just for the toy line, and he died.
His saber was pretty cool though.
Yeah,
I like
Yeah,
that
his
saber.
saber was pretty
A
cool.
lot of the Inquisitors had that though. No,
Yeah.
like they had the
Like the
and then
double-sided
they like
one?
helicopter away.
Yeah.
But the Night Sister, man, it was funny too because I didn't know she put a curse on the map. So when Ahsoka grabbed it, she like burned her hand.
Burned her hand.
that threw me off for a little bit because I was like, why?
What just happened? Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. I was like, what? I never saw.
Oh yeah, like you never see her do like anything. Like
Were you
like
surprised that Ahsoka only used one lightsaber? during
Yeah,
that
I've
fight?
been waiting, bro. I've been waiting for her to dual wield.
Has she not dual wield once?
I feel like no,
think she
because I
had-
feel like I've been waiting
Nah.
for it. I really do feel like I've been
I
waiting
feel
for
like
it.
she has dual wield at least once. It
In
wasn't-
live action or?
I swear she did.
Dude, I
No,
swear
I
I've
don't
been.
think
I
so.
feel
I
like
don't
I've
think
been
she
waiting
did.
for it.
What the hell?
Honestly, have I not? I feel like I have.
Yeah. Anyways, I thought she was gonna dual wield,
And she didn't. Yeah, me too.
and she did it.
That would have been like the perfect time to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was reading somewhere online that people were talking about how she's only using one hand on purpose because she wanted to like snatch the map with the other.
Oh,
Well, that would make sense.
And,
You
I
know,
mean-
like had to like knock it off the.
Yeah.
because
the
she wasn't
pedestal.
really fighting him.
Yeah.
She was like just trying to avoid
Which
it.
kind of backfired on her because she did go for the map and
That
burned
was
her
a
hand.
mistake.
She wasn't fully into the fight because she was trying to, like fight and like stop it at the same time.
Do you think the coordinates got burned into her hand?
Well, is that how she's gonna find them or what?
Well, we see Balin destroy the map.
Do you think because she touches it
Like the coordinates got imprinted in her mind or something.
and it took her to?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying because I agree too. So when she fell, we kind of knew that she wasn't really dead. So we were like trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah.
And she pretty much at the end of everything. Well, we'll talk more about the end too as well with what happened with that ship because that ship was insane. Unless you guys want to talk about that first.
We can talk about it here in a bit.
No, I thought that was so cool, man. When okay, so in my head, I thought the ship was used as a slingshot for the ship. That's what.
Oh,
in
the
my
big
head.
circle.
Yeah.
The ring.
The
The
ring.
ring. I didn't know it was an actual ship. I thought it was just like
Like an anchor point. I did
Yeah.
too. Somewhere a ship docks
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
it slingshots away.
Oh.
Into hyperspace, and that's
The
why
whole,
they
the
built
whole
it
thing
so-
left.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole
ring?
thing. Yeah.
Anyway.
Wait, did you not see it?
I don't think so. I think I was more paying attention to the ships exploding.
Yeah. So they were like, let's go into hyperspace, right? And then all of a sudden the whole, and I'm like, what the, like, I was like, what the hell is the whole ship?
Yeah, I thought it was somewhere the ship was just gonna go into and then like launch off of.
Yeah, I thought that was badass, bro. Because all the other ships, Hera and all of them, we didn't even talk about Hera, but they like crash into each other, and the massive power that this like ship had to go into hyperdrive.
I like how that one fighter pilot's always in like every show.
He's from Kim's Convenience. That's how I know him. He's very cool.
Yeah.
He's a very cool actor. I think I really like him.
He's been in every Disney show.
I mean, yeah, he was in. I don't know if he was in Boba Fett, but he was definitely in the Mandalorian.
He wasn't Boba Fett.
Perro.
I just think it's funny because they show him and he's like one of the fighter pilots. Like he's always there.
Yeah, he's the one guy that really keeps this universe together. Do we think Hera's gonna find?
Do you think she got pushed into it like threw in, or she just got like thrown out?
I think she's got thrown out. Like the shockwave of the them going into hyperspace.
Do you think her son's gonna be a Jedi?
No.
The way he talks about it, and like he feels a force. He even told Hera, he's like, I don't have a good feeling about this. He was on it.
Why take your son on such a dangerous
Dude,
mission?
I was thinking the same thing, bro. Yes. I was like,
I also think, is he adopted?
No, that's his son.
No, that's her son.
Yeah, that's her and Kanan. Did we agree on that name? You know Kanan?
Did we agree on that name?
No, dude, if you watch our last episode, episode 3, we know it was Kanan or what did he say? Kanan? Something like that.
Her baby daddy was Jedi.
Then
so he's definitely got the force.
But he died.
He died
Gruesomely. With a big explosion. But he saved a lot of lives. So
No.
How is Hera gonna find? Or do we think she's just out of the show now? Like, there's no way for her to find.
I don't think she comes back episode 5. Maybe we see her in the finale.
But how do we? Oh, like they come back to her and she like.
If they find Ezra, they're gonna come back and they're like meet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's not gonna find Ahsoka, like, or Sabine at this point.
No, I don't think so.
It was funny too because Balin was talking about how if they mess up, they're just gonna go into the void. So pretty much you're just
like, if they don't get their calculations right,
they're just in between galaxies to never be
seen again.
Yeah, never be found is what I heard. Because I mean, going to hyperdrive is dangerous, bro. Like if you miss your coordinates, you can like run into a planet.
Run into something. That's crazy how they know everything. Like you're not gonna hit like an asteroid, a meteor, just some random moon out there.
You know how you can they're open up the map and they have the pathway to Ezra or to Thrawn. I mean, that's not an actual map to Thrawn. Like the little line, that's a map that the whales use. Like that's the road. If that makes sense. Yeah. So it's not. I don't know how to explain it. It's the map wasn't used to find Thrawn. Like it's not for Thrawn specifically. It's for the whales, but they're using it to find Thrawn because Thrawn and Ezra used the whales to leave.
The Purgles, I think is what they're called.
Yeah, something like that.
Quién
sabe? We got the shocking reveal that Ahsoka is in the world between worlds. I really love the transition from like the waves to the platform she's on.
Oh yeah, the little like light bridge kind of looking thing she was on.
It was like the waves and then slowly just the stars.
So she's been there before
with Ezra, but this time we see it from the other point of view. So the first time we see it was Ezra watching her fight with Vader and him pulling her out. The second time we see it is Ahsoka going into it. A lot of people are saying that she went into it because she almost died, but in my head that doesn't make any sense because the only time we've seen the world between worlds, like somebody pulled her in.
Yeah. You don't just magically go in.
Yeah, I feel like that's
even if there is magic, I guess, with the Night Sisters, but I think Ezra was watching again.
No, I think Anakin.
You think it was Anakin?
Yeah, Anakin. Yeah, I don't think he's Vader. I heard the Vader theme music at the end, and it was very ominous. Well, there's so many theories, bro. People are saying, is this really Anakin? Is this a ghost force? Is this just a projection, and somebody else is projecting, like, Anakin in her mind? You know, like, there's so many theories going on.
I guess, like, they, like, gave her something, so she's, like, hallucinating.
Well, I bring this show up a lot, but it reminds me of Justice League Unlimited. The animated show. No, the episode where
reminds me of the Teletubbies.
The episode where Superman hallucinates. The episode where Superman hallucinates Krypton, and he has a son and a family.
Yeah.
How does that happen again though? Why is he hallucinating?
So he just wakes up from a dream, and he's on Krypton, and
no, I thought it was a villain that was.
Yeah, essentially it was a villain who was casting a hallucination on him.
So do you think the same thing?
Like in Batman with the Scarface, Scarecrow?
Yeah,
you know,
something like that. I feel like
pops it.
I feel like maybe she is in the world between worlds That for sure.
Yeah.
But once she's in there, I think they're messing with her mind somehow.
Ooh, who's they?
Who is they?
We'll find out.
They are.
I think everybody's wrong, and I think that's actually Anakin.
You think
I think
so?
Anakin pulled. Yeah, I think Anakin pulled her in.
I think that's what she wants. That's who she wants to see. And once she hangs out with him or talks to him more, she'll realize that
have her
It's
deep
Vader?
conversation
that
with
it's
him.
not all meant to be. And maybe not completely Vader, but that at this point, this Anakin isn't the Anakin that.
No, but that's also not Vader because Anakin turned as soon as he got burnt and it like burnt. So that's definitely Anakin because if it was Vader, he would not look like that. He would that 100%. So either
Lo quemadito, you know.
a little medium rare.
Yeah. Well, like I said, at the end of the day, it could be a hallucination.
Yeah.
Like
I just don't buy that hallucination. I think
I don't know.
Really Anakin.
You think it's like if it's like time travel? Is it like she talking to like a past version of?
I love that you bring that up. So Dave Filoni said that the world between worlds is not time travel.
Yeah.
It's just a
Okay.
place where all things meet up. But I call bullshit. I posted a video where me and Angel were talking about episode 2 about how it's time travel and Ahsoka was pulled back in time. That's literally time travel. Everybody in the comments, because everybody in the comments was like, Dave Filoni said that it's not time travel. Bro, what happened was Ezra went into the world between worlds, and the part where he pulls out Ahsoka and saving her happened in the past, right?
Yeah.
So if you pull somebody from the past, even if you put them back in and complete the loop, you still technically time traveled.
yes.
People don't understand that. Like,
Yeah.
just because Dave Filoni gives me an orange and calls it an apple does not make it still an orange.
Yes.
Point is, it's time travel. Dave Filoni can say it's not.
Maybe he's just saying it's not because he wants to bring it up later.
No, he's saying it's not because he
Got you
doesn't.
guys.
Yeah. Chingue.
I feel like he's saying it's not because he doesn't want to introduce time travel. He doesn't want people to get their hopes up thinking that you can go back in time to change things. I think it's what he's trying to say. But at the end of the day,
If you go 5 years in the future and then you come back to that exact point where you left, you're still time travel.
yeah, you still time. Even if you didn't change anything.
Even if you didn't do nothing,
Yeah,
you're just there.
because I still have to go
looking.
5 years into the future and then 5 years back
Yeah.
to go back to where I
So
started.
in your perception, you time traveled. So like Ahsoka has that perception that she went back in, she went into the future and then came back to the point where she fought Vader. She still has that experience, so she time
Yeah,
traveled.
it's like a round trip, you know.
Yeah, bro. So for the people out there, it's time travel. Get over it. Dave Filoni was wrong. He just doesn't understand how time travel works. He doesn't.
Well,
Like,
and it's like you said, time travel is such a, I guess, sensitive topic whenever it's brought up in any sort of media because everybody has a different interpretation of time travel.
There you
We
go.
saw it in The Flash. We saw it in Avengers Endgame.
well, I don't even think I just think it's a hard concept to pull off, Sometimes
it's a hard concept to pull off for sure because, like I said, everybody interprets it differently.
differently, yeah. And some people, like with the Endgame one, right? Like when you go back in time, you're creating another universe.
Yeah, you're creating a new loop.
But like in Back to the Future, you're just changing. Like you can change.
you're changing the future,
Yeah.
the future's outcome.
Yeah. But then I'm trying to think of a time travel movie where you go back in time and you were always supposed to go back in time and change it. Like Looper. No, because Looper, he changes the future too. What movie? I'm trying to think of a movie that they go back in time and like they were like, oh, I can't do anything. But what they did was already...
It already happened
Yeah.
because he went back
Because
in
he
time.
went-
So
yeah.
it's just a big loop.
Oh, Indiana Jones. It's a big loop.
There you go.
Yeah. Did you watch Indiana? We watched Indiana
we
Jones.
watched
Yeah, I watched
in
Indiana
Spanish.
Jones.
Yeah. So Indiana Jones time travel concept is they always were supposed to go
They were
back in
always
time,
supposed to go back in
Yeah.
time.
and then they were always supposed to go back and
Yeah, yeah.
Like it always happened.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's all time travel. So
That's-
Dave Filoni.
Yeah, it's all just different concepts of time travel, but like
It's
you
what
just
it is.
said, everybody sees it differently.
So
But yes, this was time travel.
what's your so we kind of already touched upon the theories. How does Ahsoka get to Ezra? Do you think from this place?
From this place,
Do you think that's how it happens?
I think once she leaves the world between worlds,
She ends up back on the planet.
she's gonna end up on Thrawn's ship somehow.
Okay, I like that. I do like that idea because I think it would be a fun twist where Balin and Shin and Sabine meet up with Ezra, but they were trying to meet up with Thrawn, and Ahsoka, who's trying to meet up with Ezra,
Meets up with Thrawn.
Meets up
Yeah,
with Thrawn.
I think that'd be a
Like one way
Cool.
to bring everybody together is like,
in a way, but in a way that you didn't expect.
It just adds a little razzle dazzle.
Yeah, a little razzle-dazzle.
We asked this question at the beginning of the show, but we're gonna ask it here at the end. Was that Anakin that we saw at the end, or was that Darth Vader?
Well, who knows at this point?
Let us know your thoughts, your predictions. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching our review of Ahsoka Part 4, The Fallen Jedi. And what do you think of Ahsoka so far? We'll see you guys next time.
Doses.